creaminess and the sweetness of it. And it had some of those like baking spices like allspice and clove, and there's a hint of smoke in there. There's a little bit of funk in there. I mean, it's just really good. I thought it was very multi-dimensional.
Now you said sugar cookies, that's all I spell. What is up, folks?
Hey guys, it is Scotch for Dummies.
We're guys in the Scotch journey to help you with your next Scotch purchase.
Heading to Campbelltown.
Way down south.
That's where we're going.
Yonder.
Kilkerran 12-year. So what do we know about this bottle besides Kilkerran and Campbelltown?
Well, we know we love that area, but
Yes.
Glenguyle, I believe, is the
Distillery, yeah.
This is 46%. I think it's around $85 a total wine right now. That's kind of our go-to for pricing. No color, non-chill filtered. Very popular and very readily available. I've seen it. We've heard about this for years from lots of our patrons and some of our fan base. So we have never technically done the 12-year-old. We've done all the other Kilkerrans, which we love.
Yep.
So I'm excited about this.
And this is 70% bourbon cask, 30% sherry.
That's what I read somewhere, yes.
So we're looking at light sherry influence, little hint of sherry.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting basically for $85 a nice little kick of Campbelltown funk.
Ooh.
Hopefully, let's see. To the nose?
To the nose.
It's sweet funk.
Ooh,
Well,
that
good
is really
golly,
sweet.
Miss Molly.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm smelling the malty biscuit.
That's
grain.
very nice.
Yeah, young barley.
Yeah, that is a maple
Interesting.
syrup honey biscuit. That's exactly what that is.
It's sweeter than I was thinking when I was going in for the initial
Buttery.
nosing.
Yeah.
But it's very nice.
Yeah, I'm not getting as much funk on it. I'm getting a lot of the biscuity,
Creamy,
malt.
buttery, malty.
I got punched in the face with the funk when I first
you really?
opened it up and nosed it, and then it wafted off
Yeah,
pretty quick.
same.
But I bet it's in the glass.
Yeah, it's
So
probably gonna taste.
I'm gonna get in there
You
for
gonna
this.
taste it?
To the palate.
And there we have it.
Whoa.
Malt madness.
Okay, this is very nice. It's got some layers to it. It's got some movement from front to back.
Yes.
That first, I made a noise, obviously. It hit me right away, just a nice front sweetness rolling back into, I haven't processed it all yet, like just stuff is going on. And I'm still chewing on it.
See, I'm not getting, it's got great mouthfeel, good body. I'm not getting a lot of dimension on the palate on that first sip though. I get a maltiness up front and then it kind of fades away and then I'm losing it.
Yeah.
Man, I made sugar cookie creme brulees the other day.
Yeah, that
and
would
it
be-
had like that like creaminess and the sweetness of it, and it had some of those like baking spices like allspice and clove and a little bit of cinnamon, but nothing like crazy over the top. They were all really well balanced. There's a hint of smoke in there. There's a little bit of funk in there. I mean, it's just really good. I thought it was very multi-dimensional.
Now you said sugar cookies. That's all I spell on the nose. I mean, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, I was-
like raw sugar cookie dough.
See, I'm not getting funkiness on it at all. This is a heavy, rich, malted, single malt, clearly single malt, a whiskey with great body. They didn't over dilute it. I think and I love that they didn't chill filter because you can taste it, you can feel it in the mouthfeel.
Yeah. This is what, 46?
Uh-huh.
It feels hotter than 46.
It does
Is
have
that
a
just
little
me?
more burn
No,
on it.
I think
The
it
first
feels about
palate
right.
did.
I'm trying to figure out, because normally 46 doesn't bother me at all. And I'm trying to figure out if it's like something else in the barrel that I'm mistaking
spices,
for.
maybe.
Yeah, if it's like peppery or just spicier than I'm thinking it is, but it's very nice.
It's interesting though, because I am basically everything we've talked about so far, that sugary cookie, biscuity, whatever, that's what I'm getting up front. And then it just kind of dissipates. And then at the very back, hey, malt, where you been? It's right there.
I get it up front initially when I first take a sip. I get a blast of malt, and then at the end, I'm getting it. It kind of just
I
lingers
want it
around.
more in the middle or so, but
Yeah.
it's there. I just don't want it to, but I mean, it's
The
there.
mouthfeel is excellent. Like I'm with you, Andrew. I'm
like steak and
very glad
potatoes.
they didn't. Yeah,
It's meaty.
It's like steak and potatoes. Yep, you're getting that body. It just, a lot of times On a thinner whiskey, a lot of times the finish just kind of disappears on you, whereas this kind of coats your palate and just kind of continues to evolve that malty finish.
I think it'll last a while too.
Yep.
If you let it.
What's the price on this?
$85, I think. I mean, so it's a 12-year. So that's not far off for a 12-year.
No.
I mean, what's...
I think that's a good price, honestly.
A Glendronach is probably 75 now.
Yeah, 75, $80 probably. And then, Macallan's like, what, 300?
Oh, no, the Glendronach 12 is running around 55 or 60 right now.
Okay.
So it's a little bit less expensive.
This is a Campbelltown, kind of you're experiencing a little bit of that lowland area kind of thing, but that's nice. I'm gonna put some water on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shoot. I was about ready to go into it, but I need to add water to it.
It gets a little nutty on the nose.
Yep.
With the water. That's nice.
Nutty, you say?
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I think it was kind of perfect right where it was, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I'm worried about it.
And I think it'll probably come back. It's not bad with the water by any stretch. And I liked the nose better, I think, maybe a little bit with the water. It's just different. But the palate, I think, maybe loses a step. I get peanut brittle on the palate now with it, though. Or some kind of nut brittle.
There's a little bit of oak in there now.
Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing with water. I think you're right. It did change it a little bit. Like it diminished some of the potency of the flavors, but I think it did bring up. Wow, it is peanut butter because there's a nuttiness like peanuts now in the back that wasn't getting before the water. So I don't know if that's just you telling me or not.
Some kind of nut brittle, maybe not peanuts, but I mean it's there. It's got that like caramelized
Toffee-ish,
sugar,
Yeah, I'm getting
nutty.
more of that. Yeah, I'm getting more of the sweetness on the nose now.
Huh.
But it's still very nice. I lost some of the mouthfeel though that I really liked with the meat. I think contributed to the lingering palate as well, and I'm not getting that quite as much. I mean, I guess I can go.
Sounds
I'm
like
halfway
you're ready.
through it,
I was
right?
like, keep
All right,
going.
so neat. It's excellent. I really enjoyed it. I don't even have a number yet. I'm just like focused on the whiskey, which is always a good sign for the whiskeys.
Yeah.
I think that neat, it had a good breadth of character, especially for a 12-year. I mean, it had a lot of things going on with it, and I really liked the mouthfeel. I thought that contributed a lot to the palate. The nose was good, solid. With water, I still liked the nose. It was very approachable. It gave some different aromas once you added water. Palate probably lost a step. It presented some different flavor components than it had neat, but nothing that was like outstanding. It kind of watered it down and didn't really add to the flavor profile. I'm going to give it, we're saying $85? I'm going to give it a 3. I think it's above average. It had some good, unique qualities. It's definitely one that I would want to pour a second glass of. I'm thinking about it already. So, I mean, just really, really good. And, 46% ABV, you can, most people can drink that neat and not have to worry about it being so hot that they can't get to all the flavors that I'm getting to. So, 3 for me.
So this is interesting. As you were talking, I was trying to figure out where would I place this whiskey? If I was given this blind and said, what region do you think this whiskey's from? And I'm struggling because it doesn't taste like a Campbelltown to me. Because when I normally think of that, a funky farm, barnyard kind of stuff. It's not a Highland because it's not this light floral whiskey. It's not a Lowland because it's not kind of edgy, but it's kind of like between a Highland and a Lowland in that it's got this great body to it. And it's got, the rich malt flavor. And with a little water, you get a little bit of the oak coming through. And so it's one of this meat and potato kind of whiskeys that is really tasty and worth exploring, but it doesn't stand out. It doesn't say, wow, this is a great, unique kind of whiskey. This is a Bates whiskey. This is your core of Scotch. If you give somebody one of these, you think that's what Scotch is supposed to taste like. Single malt, a little bit of barrel, but not as much as primarily the distillate and age. So I was between a 2.3 and a 5, or 2.3 and a 5. A 2.5.
Picking his own score up.
A 2.5 and a 3. And I think I'm going, oh man, it's so hard. I think I'm going to go with a 3 because with water, I did get more of the barrel influence. That was kind of nice to come out. I think it still retained a fair portion of that mouthfeel with the water, but it did add a little bit more flavor dimension. So I'm going to give it a 3 because this is an excellent presentation of whiskey. I think it's well done. It's not what I was expecting from the glass, but it's very well done.
I'm glad you brought that up. You kind of stole my thunder a little bit there, but
sorry.
I mean, I do like this whiskey. I think, first of all, 100% better neat without water than with. Does change it, but guys, listen. I think it depends on what you're going for here. If you're judging the whiskey for what it is, you know, and the price 3, I'm judging it for wanting a Campbelltown and kind of the area I'm looking for. I'm going to bring it down to 5 because I'm looking for, when you think of Campbelltowns in general.
Yeah.
Some people may not say that, but there's a flavor profile there that I'm looking forward to. If you've had Campbelltowns and you buy in this bottle thinking that, you might get disappointed a little bit. So I'm going to bring it down just a notch for that. But the whiskey itself is good. We've explained all the flavors, and if you're looking for something like, you know, if you're looking for like, wow, I want a whiskey that's sugar cookie with some biscuits and maple and butter and all these different things,
winner.
That is it.
Yep.
But for me, that is it. But I want some of that funk. I'm not getting it. So I'm going to stick with my 2.5.
Yeah.
Good, honest whiskey. On the price, etc. But 2.5.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good.
All right. So Kilkerran 12, readily available. Cheers.
Cheers.
Two.